We've had a historic week for the taxpayer. And I can tell you that I didn't think I'd be saying this early in the session, but with the passage of the tax caps in the House, it's my prediction that the referendum will be law within a couple of weeks, and perhaps before that, and that I think is truly historic. We said at the start of the session that our taxpayer protection plan, if we had to distill it to just one point, it would be to pass the permanent property tax caps now. So, in all honesty, in my book, we have already had a successful short session, and one that I think really will go down in the history books. A quarter of Hoosier homeowners will receive protection under the caps in 2010. About a third are projected to receive protection under the property tax caps in 2011, and that number will just increase. And what is remarkable about that is, if it is placed in the Constitution by the voters, that protection will continue for the future. So that's wonderful in our book. I'm not check marking yet the no new tax increases and live within our means. We're still fighting that battle on the live within our means issue. We have done a pretty good job so far of not having significant legislation passed that had serious tax or serious revenue consequences to it. Grow and protect Hoosier jobs. We really need to turn our attention to this next. First and foremost on our list is delaying the 2009 unemployment insurance tax increase, the single biggest increase, tax increase on Hoosier employers, perhaps in state history, certainly in institutional memory. It is critical that this job killer be delayed this year, and it's my hope that we'll be able to do that in the House. I'm confident the Senate will enact that. We still have 3 job incentives that we're working with the majority on to create jobs in the state. It's a very difficult time at which to do that, but we need to take these actions. None of these spend current money. They are incentives to employers to move or create jobs in this state. And we also have begun our discussion of meaningful government reform. We did pass virtually unanimously the beginning discussion of a legislative ethics reform package here in the House. And as I indicated at the microphone, I think there's much yet to be done in that regard. It's my hope that we have a ban on lobbyist paid out-of-state travel. We also need to deal with the universities as lobbyists, some training for legislators, additional transparency measures, and these we will be working with the majority and the Senate on. The local government reform, boy, we saw a baby step today with 50-something, I didn't quite catch the evolving count, but with 50 plus members of the General Assembly supporting at least the beginning of the discussion by allowing township voters to determine whether or not township government is retained. Personally, I believe we could have done more in that regard. I supported Representative Hinkle's and other amendments yesterday, but at least we've taken the first step, and that is to give voters a chance to say, yes, we think township government in our township is relevant, or no, we believe it's antiquated and we're ready to move on. Much remains to be done in that one. The Independent Redistricting Commission wasn't, I'm not sure where it was assigned. I suspect it's to the Rules Committee again, but we're going to continue to work with the Speaker to see if we can't have some meaningful redistricting reform yet this session as well. So protecting taxpayers' pocketbooks, the most important item of that, passing the permanent property tax caps. Thrilled that has happened. Again, I'm a little surprised and shocked that I'm saying that early in January, but that is just a huge victory for the Hoosier taxpayer.